Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to another video, and welcome back to a completely new season as well. Unfortunately it's in the Championship, but it's still a good league. But today we're going to watch Cardiff versus Luton. Read this thing online earlier, first time Luton have ever been to the Cardiff City Stadium. Of course they were in the conference a few years ago, and what a climb they've had up the leagues since they had, I believe, some financial trouble or whatever it was. But it was transfer deadline day 2 days ago. To be honest, I thought we had a decent transfer window. It could have gone a lot better, but it also could have got a lot worse if we hadn't brought in those players. Marlon Pack comes in from Bristol City, which looks like to be a replacement for Gunnarsson. I honestly rate that transfer, especially for the price. Gavin White come in, he looks amazing from Oxford. A lot of the Oxford fans upset that he's left because of apparently how good he was as well. Isaac Vassell also comes in from Birmingham City now. I mean, he's an okay striker. He sort of fits into how we play, but I think he's sort of there for backup as well. Then we've also had a few players go out, in particular Bobby Reid, which many Cardiff fans weren't impressed about. To be honest, I wasn't too happy about it at first, but after what's come out in the last few days where he really wanted to go there, he hasn't been happy over the last few months and all that. I think it was probably the best move for us where Bobby Reid of course leaves. So I'm quite happy with it. In the end, I'm quite happy with that really. He didn't really want to be at Cardiff and he wanted to go elsewhere, but hopefully we could pick up a win today. First game, of course, at home. We lost last week to Wigan. If you did see the live stream, then you'll see some of the reaction that I had to that one on there. But yeah, once again, I'm joined by this man
of the city.
So to win, link in description below. So yeah, it's also going to be very interesting what team Warnock puts out, especially after the transfer window as well. And with many players out injured, of course, Etheridge got injured in the last match. And Patterson looks like to be regaining fitness as well, along with Tomlin, who looks like he's been in bed all week, which is quite unfortunate. But what do you think?
Yeah, interesting. Bobby Reid going out the door, I think that's probably the best thing for both parties. You know, good player, but we have got players in that position as well, particularly if Patterson is coming back. I'd love to see him back in the team, especially in the Championship. Elsewhere, I'm looking forward to seeing White play. Is it Gavin White on the wing?
Gavin White.
Gavin White, because there's a rumour that Mendes Lang has possibly injured for this game. So tight hamstring or tight calf or something. So bit of a blow that Etheridge got himself injured last week against Wigan. I'd rather see Smithies come in myself, you know, experience at Championship level and all that. But if Day plays, then yeah, I'm sure he'll do well. As with regard to the game today, I think that it's going to be very tight. I think last week Luton played a very good draw against Middlesbrough. They do like to press as well, Luton, so Cardiff are going to have to watch that in the back line, and I can see them pressing, you know, the likes of Morrison and
Aidan Flint
and Peltier, but good to see Pack just in front of them. And I know that, you know, Flint and Pack have played in the past, so that should hopefully shore up the defence, especially after conceding 3 goals last. My score prediction today, though, I think I'm going to have to go for a narrow victory to Cardiff. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win. Conditions today are horrendous, really windy out there, so I'm not expecting a lot of good football to be on display, to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory to the Bluebirds.
Yeah, the wind is absolutely horrendous today, looking at 60 miles per hour. Mind the weather last night was absolutely horrendous around here, so, and it hasn't improved much this morning and this afternoon really. So yeah, it's going to be a really tight game. I'm probably going to go for a narrow 1-0 win. I think Robert Glatzel might slot one in the last minute or early on, either way. And then I can see Warnock sort of shoring up the defence, make sure nothing gets through from Luton, since they're famous for that high pressing. I believe it's 2 o'clock now, so team news is probably out. Okay, believe it or not, team news has literally just been announced, and I gotta say, I'm really impressed with this lineup. So, Alex Smithies in goals, which a lot of people have been wanting for a while. Then at the back we've got Peltier, Morrison, captain of course, Aidan Flint and Bennett, so unchanged from the last match. Joe Rolls and Marlon Pack in midfield. Then Gavin White is playing on the right, I believe. Josh Murphy on the left. Get this, Callum Patterson is back, hooray. And then Robert Glatzel starting up front. Then on the bench, Joe Day, Will Volks, Leonardo Bacuna, Curtis Nelson, Isaac Vassell, Bogle and Junior Hoylett. So what a team that is. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Glatzel coming in, I think it was inevitable he was going to start. But a little bit harsh on Bogle because he has been scoring pre-season and he did get that goal last weekend. So I think he will get his chance this season. He'll just have to be a little bit more patient now. But good to see White, as I predicted, just a few minutes ago that he's on the right hand side of midfield or right wing. So really looking forward to seeing him play. Really glad that Patterson's back. Better option than Reed, I'd say, anyway there. Especially we're just going to hopefully we'll just overpower Luton now today. Still the wind is horrendous, so I think it still will be a tight affair, and I'm still going for that 2-1 scoreline.
City! Attempted to score, not too much happening at the moment. Cardiff been attacking frequently, but just having been able to break through odds, shots at the post, score wide. That's on. Keep going, keep it. Go on, lucky. Yeah, Grand Slam, really good hit today. Playing well on Luton could be on the challenge attack now, but Luton have had their chances as well. I feel like Sam Nobbs completely.
Yeah, wind is playing massive part of it. Just all over the place, misplaced chances, but you can't have a few chances in the first few minutes.
Oh, what a save! Oh! That was amazing! Shot to the bar. Whoa! What a save there! Save! Please on it. Oh, what a nutmeg! Oh! Go on! Oh! Come on, that again, more like that! Okay, so that's the end of the first half. Of course, it ended 0-0. I thought Cardiff played alright. We could be a lot better though, taking more chances if we can. We had some good shots on target. The keeper made some decent saves. The Luton keeper played really well. I thought just need to take more of our chances and short the defence a bit, I think, because we did let a few slip. And let's just say Luton, their players do like to dive a bit, which I didn't notice. Quite a shocker there, but what's your thoughts?
Yeah, Cardiff are playing okay at the moment, really. 3 shots, should have really scored something. The first, was it 3 minutes, had 3 shots in the first half or something? So really should have taken opportunities there. Apart from that though, conditions out there are terrible, not good football, not the prettiest game to watch. I think Luton offered not much going forward. I think they had one header which went over the bar. Apart from that, not a lot to, talk about. Not a lot to talk about really. Horrendous conditions, not the best game to watch. Cardiff defence holding up well.
Yes! About time! Henderson as well.
Patterson manhandled in the area.
Ridiculous. Oh! I can't play it, it's too small. Rubbish! It's like Cardiff, I think it was Josh Murphy, he was decent today. And on comes Super Junior Boiler, hopefully he can score another few worldies for the second sub for Cardiff, off comes Gavin White and on comes Will Vault, so looks like they're going to push them into the
Didn't get on last week,
No, he didn't, so it'd be nice to see if he scored a worldie like he did for Rotherham, or just really help us keep the 1-0 win, so that'd be good. Yeah, it looks like he's playing in the centre there, so come on Cardiff, let's get this win. And of course we had to throw it away.
City were Luton Town.
Oh man!
We got at the back. It's one of those Jorkins.
He scored the same last week, didn't he?
Yeah.
Similar goal to last week.
Oh, did we just let that happen? We beat Man United on the last day of the season, and now we're drawing to Luton Town. Luton Town. I'm not saying they're a bad team, but considering we were in the Prem 2 months ago, this shouldn't be happening. To this!
What the fuck?
This is ridiculous!
Substitution for Cardiff City.
Another ticking glass. He had a good game, but I mean... Carl Vassell, score a worldie, please. Well, City. He's at the front. Come on, shit, pull in! Come on! Oh, come on, stop time wasting! Move! Cross it in, Hoylett! Yes! Go ref! A ball! A ball! Oh, get up!
Referee!
Just get the ball out! Straight up. Oh, what are you doing, Smithies? Hey, come on, that's a foul! Well in, ref! Come on, yeah. Come on, get him off. Get him off. Hey, that's what you get. Just score. Just score. Right.
Wrong way.
Lucky. Cross it in, cross it in. Go on! Yeah! Okay, so that's the end of the game now. Unfortunately, as you saw there, when the limbs started happening, let's just say my second camera battery died, which means, well, yeah. Oh dear, I can't believe it cut out right during the Vassell goal just then, and yeah, we won 2-1 in the end, which is good. But yeah, it was a quality match, everyone played well, and what do you think?
Well, I don't know, quality-wise, it wasn't a great match, I didn't think. Wind played a major part. It wasn't, you know, the ball was in the air a lot of the time, but Cardiff come through in the end, and I don't know when Cardiff City fans are going to learn. You know, people were having a right go at the players around me, when I think Luton scored, but I said before the match it was going to be 2-1. I don't know why they can't keep the faith. You could tell that Cardiff were just going to throw everything at Luton in those last 5 minutes, and what happens? They goes and scores. So I just, a lot of people left as well, and shame on them really. You've got to stay to the end, game after game, week after week, month after month, year after year, decade after decade. When are people going to learn? The game lasts for 90-95 minutes, and there's going to be goals at the end. And yet again, I've been proved correct. A goal in the last seconds.
So who is your man of the match?
Man of the match today, I'd have to say, well, I'd go for Flint. Flint, he was immense in the back throughout the whole of the game. I'm not sure if it was his fault for the goal for Luton. I couldn't actually see, was it him who was picking up the player, or was it Morrison? I'm not too sure. I'll have to watch that a little bit back. But for his overall play, he battled hard. He scored the first goal, of course, and from my point of view, he didn't really put a foot wrong throughout the match. Yeah, excellent. I thought Glatzeller had a good game as well. Trying to get on, he showed flashes of skill, worked hard throughout as well. His first match did well. Josh Murphy is sort of in and out of the game, showed flashes of brilliance like he always does, but then he does something silly. But yeah, I think for me it would have to be Flint.
What about Luton's diving and time wasting antics?
Yeah,
in the
and
game?
they conning the referee, the goalkeeper as well went down at the end. I think it was one of the defenders went down at the end. All these time delaying tactics that you do get in football, and yeah, their antics weren't great from a Luton point of view, really, was it?
But to be honest, I'd have to give my man the match to Isaac Vassell. Mainly,
He was only on for about 5
I know
minutes.
he was only on for about 5 minutes, but mainly and only because he scored the winning goal, and I can't really fault that, to be honest.
Yeah, and a lot of Cardiff fans in the last week with Bobby Reid going out, and they're saying Vassell, he's rubbish, he doesn't score goals. Well, you could see what he was all about. He's all about pace and power. When he came on, he nicked the goal. So yeah, kudos, I think, to Vassell and Warnock for bringing him in as well. Maybe he is not a prolific scorer, but maybe he'll knock in one or two really important goals like that one where he earned Cardiff the 3 points.
Yeah, where he gets the important stuff. I thought Pack had a good game as well. Volks was good when he came on, and Rolls was consistent as usual. But Vassell, Flint, and Glatzel are my main three for man of the match today. Anyway, guys, just a quick note in advance: there will be no video for the Huddersfield Town game, as I will not be able to make it to the Cardiff City Stadium on that Wednesday. I have other commitments on that day and pretty much all that week, so that means there'll also be no live stream for the Blackburn game. I will be trying to go to Reading away this week, depending on tickets, and quite frankly, any Reading fans watching, your club is a disgrace for only giving us 2,200 tickets when you gave us 4,000 last time. So thank you very much for that. If we cannot get Reading tickets, then I'll be live streaming the game instead. I did live stream the game against Wigan, where I peaked about 43 viewers, which I think was really good, especially for a first live stream, so I was just chuffed about that. And thanks for everyone who turned up in the live stream in that game. So guys, if you did enjoy the video, then please do leave a like, and if this is the first ever video you've seen by me, then please do consider hitting that subscribe button for more content like this, and to keep you notified if any live streams are happening, mostly during the away games that I can't attend, i.e. the Middlesbroughs where they're too far. Follow my social medias in the description below as well, and I will see you all in the next video, which I believe will be the Fulham match, which is happening right at the end of August. Au revoir.